Hello. Welcome back to Huntsville. Just wanted to quickly take a second and thank everybody for watching, liking, and subscribing after watching these videos. Really means a lot and helps the channel. I really hope you guys are actually enjoying what I'm making, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We're building a new old neighborhood behind our historic downtown. So, enjoy. All right, first things first, let's build our new neighborhood layout. So I think I want this road layout to follow the similar grid pattern as this neighborhood here, because it will be, or it should be considered part of the historic section of the city. So I'm assuming that should follow a similar grid style. So I'm going to start and see what I can come up with. I'm starting back here because I just want to make sure I have a road that is adjacent to our highway. Maybe a little touch farther back because I might build some sort of, I think it's called a berm around here. Just like a noise wall made up of soil. Okay, so that should be right there. I'll put this one right here. How long was this again? Then just build this into, there's the 90-degree. Cool. How does that look? All right, might as well build that berm now. Let's take a peek. So this road is higher. Okay. All right, a little cleaner. Cool, kind of the vibe. Little separation there from the highway and what is across the street or across the highway. I think as far as starting this, I don't want to build it right here. I don't want to start the first street right here because traffic might be an issue at this intersection. I can build a roundabout at some point, but I'm going to start it down here instead. Oh, this actually is a touch early because we want to add parking along these streets. I actually don't want parking on this street because that's just awkward right after a roundabout. That over there. Cool. Let's finally build this. Awesome. Okay, I think I like this. I'm leaving this spot here. I'm thinking I'm gonna have an elementary school. Let's figure out what I do with here. Maybe a park of some sort, a bigger one, and then a trail pathway around here with some surfacing work. Very, very repetitive grid, but I think that's okay. Pretty common to see cities developing like that way back in the day. With that out of the way, let's build some of those city services right now. Let's go for, ooh, that's a large capacity. Okay, we could place that. What does this look like? That's pretty neat. It could also go on one of these center streets. That might look cool. But, so we have 5,342 citizens. And we have 369 high school students, 385 elementary school students. Okay, so I think I can get away with a small elementary school over there, I think. So I'm gonna go with that. Save a little bit of money right now. and not overbuild over here. Put that right there. And we'll have parking on this side. Yeah, that's neat. I like that. How many kids are here too? Yeah, it's already maxed. Okay. Probably could have built bigger. That sucks. Okay, I also want to build a medical clinic, and that can go... Let's put it right here. Yeah, this school's about to get swamped. But yeah, for now, let's zone in some of these row homes. Actually, first, I was taking a look at these earlier. Fairly certain these are the waterfront housing, the NA waterfront housing. That's not the vibe here. So I got to get rid of those. And I think I'm going to use just this typical low density housing because I think these will fit. I think this will be fine. I just have to make them all the same lot size and go from there. Okay, I'm gonna try that out real quick. Just gotta touch up the surfacing work. And time for row homes. I'm gonna zone in some offices. Wow. Oh, those are kids walking to school. Okay, that's a hike coming from that neighborhood. Kind of calls for a pedestrian bridge almost. I don't want to build a crosswalk right here, do I? Yeah, these streets will be pretty cool when they're done. I think they'll be pretty neat. I feel like I should add some bushes along this road. Cool. Yeah, I think it looks neat as you're driving along. I like that with the bushes. I think that looks pretty good. Trying to figure out what park I should put in this section here. I'm thinking I do courts, basketball courts and tennis courts, and maybe a skate park. Just such an awkward fit. Tennis courts, perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do tennis courts, like so, and then basketball courts. And can I do something like the outdoor gym on both sides, or do parking here? Or this just be, this will be this. This will be this. That's a very elegant thing to say. So this will be this. Okay, leave those like that. How does this look from the ground? Oh, that's pretty neat. Okay, cool. These houses are definitely more fitting than the previous ones. Yeah, those are cool. So I totally didn't talk about it before, but I decided to build a high school here. Not sure why I didn't mention it. I think I just started building it. As you can probably tell this episode, I was a little distracted at times. So bear with me. Yowza. What's going on here? Might be a public transit thing at some point. Wow, look at that. It's a lot. Okay, what if we move that? I don't suppose it would help to have the path over here, because then we're just going to back that up, but then it's a controlled intersection. Let's just see what that looks like. So right there, and then build this off to right there. We'll obviously have to let that sit for a bit, but in the meanwhile, we can do some more detailing. Okay, so people are using that path now. They're not using this one as much. No, they are still using that. Wondering if the traffic too is a little oh my gosh. Okay. I think there's a public transit episode coming up soon. All right, traffic management. What do we think the cause of the problem is here? Probably a bit of people moving in. Road design, probably not the best, admittedly. I think it'll calm down at some point. I think people are still moving in, but we'll see. If this continues to be a thing, we'll have to address it, obviously, because I'm not about to build more lanes for this. The only thing I might do is make this a bigger roundabout, which it probably already has a medium one. No, it's not. It's a small one. Okay. Well, I think it's appropriate to make that a medium one. That can go there. This road here can be turned into a 3-lane asymmetrical with 2 going this way. Yeah, this is just people moving in, I believe. Cool. Cool. Why on earth is that not zoning in? Do I have to replot that or something? No. Wonder if something funky is going on with where it's fronting. Doesn't seem to be it either. Interesting. What about just this one? Yeah, okay, no problem on those. Not crazy about those popping up there though, so I'm not gonna go with those for now. Weird. Looking for a good tree that could fit back here. Okay, at least there's somewhat of a coverage there. Really bummed out with this commercial zoning not coming in. I wonder if that's a bug. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Okay, I can't seem to find anything on whether or not it's a bug. I'm assuming it is, but yeah, someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really crazy about these spots for office, to be honest. I'll get rid of those. Yeah, I think generally this is kind of what I was aiming for with this neighborhood. Kind of a, you know, more mature, well, old homes, smaller streets, and some neighborhood services. The traffic seems to have cleared up, so that's fantastic. I think, like we talked about, that was probably just people moving in. Excited for these buildings to level up, because some of these do look a little ugly at times, but yeah, like the park that we built. Maybe I'll put a real park in there at some point, I don't know, but I do like that space right now. Kind of breaks things up a little bit, because this is very busy, obviously. School already overpopulated, should have built a bigger one. Didn't think about the folks living here and them walking over. Yeah, and then the small high school is also rammed too, so a couple issues there. Might have to look into building bigger schools at some point. And as far as this goes here, the commercial section, yeah, like we talked about, that's not zoning in. So I think for now, I'm just going to leave the remainder of the detailing work to be done whenever that occurs, and go from there. But I don't really want to detail in anything right now, only have to maybe remove it later. But yeah, I think we got a good chunk of stuff done in this spot of town, so that's good. Just build that path there, because it was driving me crazy seeing that service just end, even though I just talked about leaving it. There we go. All right, that is a wrap for today's video. I think we got a lot of stuff done. Really happy with the result. We're gonna have to take a look at a few things in the next episode, but for now, I think this is a great start to this neighborhood. If you liked the video, please feel free to drop it a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.